Most people believe that ghosts are not real. In the earlier years, they created ghost stories to keep children from leaving their houses. Ghosts are not real. Or are they? Pedro is an accountant who later became a beggar. At 34 years old, he lived in Taguig City. He is the only child and unfortunately, his parents died due to a vehicular accident. He is now all by himself.
I miss you, Mom. I miss you, Dad. How I wish both of you are still alive.
One day, while on his way home, he sees some Chinese nationals mugging a Filipina. He wanted to stop them, but he knew 2 men against 1 was not a good idea. So instead, he cries for help.
Help! Help! 2 Chinese nationals are abusing a Filipina.
What happened? Where?
Alarmed by a crowd of bystanders, the 2 Chinese nationals speeds away in their getaway car. However, one of them was able to steal the ID of Pedro. The following week, Pedro receives a termination letter from his boss due to corruption. Pedro was wrongfully accused of corruption. He asked his boss Lee why.
Boss, you know I'm not corrupt. What is the real reason for my termination?
You banged bodies with the wrong and powerful Chinese nationals.
Pedro leaves with a heavy heart. He tries to look for another job, but the corruption issue against him kept him from finding work. Nobody wants to hire a corrupt accountant. As a result, he had to give up his house and savings. Until one day, he became a beggar with an important thought in mind. When you help someone, you will only get into trouble. So do not help at all. Now, he is living in the streets, staying in his spot for begging. He continues to be a beggar for 2 years.
Oh dear me, I will spend the night with an empty stomach again.
Later at around 6 p.m., by strange coincidence, he sees another crime happening. Once again, 2 Chinese men were attempting to abuse a Filipina.
Oh dear me, here we go again. I will only get into trouble if I help again. I better be different.
Young man, please save her.
For reasons he cannot understand, Pedro dashes towards the young lady to save her.
Leave her alone!
One of the Chinese nationals said.
If you value your life, leave. And pretend you did not see anything.
I am warning you.
One of the 2 Chinese nationals pulls a knife and approaches Pedro.
Help! Help! Police!
As expected, the 2 foreigners run away as quickly as they can. Ligaya is now safe.
Thank you for saving my life. I did not get your name, mister.
It was nothing. You are welcome. I am Pedro.
I am Ligaya. How can I repay you?
You do not have to repay me.
I will be back tomorrow. Where can I see you? I'm sorry, I am in a hurry. I need to see my mother. She is in a hospital. Thank you again.
Go ahead, you need to see your mother.
It is 7 p.m. and so Pedro is alone again. He goes back to his begging spot. Few minutes later, a middle-aged lady in a hospital gown approaches him and offers him money. She drops 10,000 pesos in his beggar's cup.
This amount is too much. I need the money, but I cannot accept this amount.
You deserve that.
May I know your name?
Yes, my name is Juana Santos. I am a patient in that hospital.
Before Pedro could react, Juana disappears quickly and mysteriously. Once again, Pedro looks into his cup and notices another item. Juana dropped her ring. Pedro wanted to return the ring but it was too late already. Juana is already gone. Pedro goes to the pawn shop immediately to have the ring assessed. Surprisingly, the pawn shop officer says,
I can pay you 350,000 pesos for this.
That is a lot of money. I do not need to sleep on the streets anymore for several months. But I cannot take that. That ring belongs to somebody. Tempting, but I have to find the lady and return her ring.
So Pedro went to the hospital to find Juana and return the ring. The ring is so expensive, he needs to find Juana. While looking for Juana in the hospital, he sees Ligaya again by strange coincidence. Ligaya is crying.
Ligaya, why are you crying?
My mother died about 2 hours ago. I did not get the chance to see her before she died.
What is her name?
Her name is Juana. She is still in her room. Do you want to see her?
Both went to Juana's room. Pedro was surprised to find out who the mother was.
My God, I met her a few hours ago. Now I understand what really happened. You did not see your mother, but she was with you all this time. I remember a strange voice calling me. It was your mother. She asked me to save you. Later, she gave me 10,000 pesos and dropped her expensive ring. The ring is estimated to be at 350,000 pesos. I cannot take that. That is the reason why I came here, to return the ring.
I think my mother purposely left that for you. Please take it.
While it is true sometimes, when we help others, we can get into trouble. As a result, many of us have the tendency to turn a blind eye on many things. However, if we all choose to be indifferent, more and more people will get into trouble. Maybe someday, we might need the help of others and that help may never come. If everybody will choose to help others, this world will be a better place to live in. There will be less victims. Who knows, there might be a reward for the help we can provide to others. The idiomatic expression of the story is bang bodies. It means to fight. An example of bang bodies in a sentence is, I do not want to bang bodies with you because you are my friend.